To draw a pentagon, meaning something with 5 corners, there's various ways you can do this. Now, the first one I want to show you is when they give you a line and you need to draw it from there. All right, it doesn't matter what the distance of the line is, as long as you have that. You take your protractor and you're going to put it on the side where the line ends. All right, and you want the outside corner first. To get the outside corner, you use your protractor and count all the way up to 72. Because with the pentagon, you need to have 72 degrees on the outside. All right. Then you do exactly the same on the other side. Now, it doesn't matter if your marks go off the paper or something. We don't care about distance. We care about degrees. Now, I want to do the same on the other side, on the right. So I count all the way from 0 all the way to 72. And that is my 72 degrees. So what you do then, you take your compass, or so what you do is you take your pencil, just draw a very light construction line all the way up. Very light. Okay. Right. So when you have this, the next thing that you can do is you take your compass. It's the easiest way. Put your sharp point on the one side and your pencil on the other. And now you make little marks on your 72 degrees. Very light, because we do not really want this to be part of the final drawing. All right, once you have your 2 marks, put your sharp point on those marks and draw with the same measurements. Draw a little half circle on both sides. Draw a little half circle on both sides. Right. Now, technically, you don't need to go this big. All you actually need is where they intersect at the top. The final thing that you do, you connect the dots. So you take your sharp point of your pencil, take your pencil and connect the dots. Take your pencil and connect the dots. All right, now you can make your construction lines darker. All right. And there as well. All right, and voila, there is your pentagon. Right, so we use different methods because sometimes they give you different information, or you don't have all the equipment that's needed. Okay, so that is the starting line. Let's say they give you AB. I'm going to number them, otherwise it's going to become very confusing. First thing that you do, you bisect AB. No matter what the measurement is, we're going to bisect it. All right. Okay, and there is my one side, next side, there we go. All right, and that is my center line. Okay, so remember, all this should be construction lines, but it's fine. For now, I'm just going to do it like this. Let's say that is C. Next step that you do, you extend the line AB, okay, and construction line. You'll see now why. Take your compass, sharp point on A, pencil on B. You're going to draw a circle, or part of a circle, all the way up, such as that, and do exactly the same on B. And the cool thing is, you'll see how they intersect exactly, because that means that's my center point. Okay, next step that we do, take your ruler, draw a straight line from A all the way up so they touch and intersect. Let's say that is D. Okay, what you do then, you take your compass, sharp point on C that you bisected to get, pencil on where they touch or intersect each other, where D is. It's going to look weird, but you draw a line all the way to your extended line now. Okay, let's say that's E. Now, alright, now we are going to add another circle, as if it's not confusing enough. Sharp point on B, pencil on E that you just got. Okay, you're going to draw a line all the way so it intersects your center point. Okay, where they intersect, that's going to be my top part of my pentagon. So you use the measurement AB, change it back, sharp point at the top where they intersect, which is my top point on my pentagon. Draw a little line on both sides. All right, using the same measurement, sharp point on B, and draw a line where they intersect if your lines are not clear enough. You already drew it, but you never know. All right, there where they intersect, there and there. Those are my sides of my pentagon now. All we do now is connect the dots. With my camera in the way. There we go. So let's just erase that horrible one. And there is your pentagon. To draw a hexagon and an octagon, a hexagon with 6 corners and an octagon with 8 corners, you need your squares. You'll need your triangle squares sets. Alright, so the first thing that you need to know is if you want to draw a hexagon, meaning you have, if you want to draw a hexagon, you'll need this triangle. Alright, your set square. Now, let's say I'm going to draw a line like that. Okay, so that's a given line. The first thing that you do, take this triangle, and on each side, all you do in a construction line, you draw using those angles. Make sure that your triangle points up. That's the important thing. Alright, then you can just use your compass. You can also measure if you don't have your compass with you, but in this case I'm just going to use a compass. Take your measurement of the given line and make marks on your new lines that you just drew. Alright, take your compass again, sharp point where they intersect, make a little mark, make a little mark again. There's 2 ways you can do this part. So the first part is, first method is you draw with your compass like this, using the same measurements that you have here. Remember, with the pentagon, hexagon, and octagon, your sides will always be the same distances. All right, using your triangle again, now you just connect until it touches my compass marks. Like so. Final step. Where they intersect, that is where you are going to draw your straight line. Now, the second one I want to show you, just to, instead of using your compass to get these lines, what you can do is you just draw a straight line from the bottom to the top, and they should be in line with each other. All right, so then you know all you need to do is get that angle, and where they intersect with your angles, then you can draw the lines instead of using a compass. Another way you can do this, let's say they give you another starting point, but this one is with a circle. I'm going to say 40 millimeters again. Compass, sharp point on the one side, pencil on the other. Important thing is you're going to get your center point first. So using the measurements on both sides, all you're doing is getting your center point. Once you have your center point, you take your compass and draw a circle. Now, in reality, if you can draw with a compass without being hindered by a camera, these should be touching just enough. All right. Then what you can do, put your sharp point on where they intersect, where your circle and your given line touches. Same on this side. And you can just like so. And then you connect the dots. And then it will end up being the same. Alright. So these are just two ways that you can do this. If they give you a circle, then first get your center point, and then you can carry on from there, right? So, for example, if they give you a 40 millimeter circle in radius, or let's say diameter, from one side to the next, if this is 40, then you'll know, okay, my center point is 2020, then I can just draw my circle, and I could use the compass to continue drawing all this, because my circle, the radius of my circle is the same distance as the sides of my hexagon. All right, so whenever they give you a circle and they say the radius is, let's say 60, then you know my measurements should be that. All right, so that is another way to draw your hexagon. All right, octagon has 8 sides, right? So instead of using this triangle, we are going to use the other one. We're going to use the 45-degree one. All right, let me just draw another line. It's exactly the same steps as we've done previously. All right. All we're going to do now is you're going to use this angle. All right. And you're going to continue. First get your angles, then compass, get your distance. All right. Make a little mark. Make a little mark. I think I'm going to go over my paper, but it's fine. All right, and then make a little mark again up here, make a little mark up here. Last couple of things that you need to remember is draw a line all the way up, all right, and then, oh, I'm totally going over my paper, but it's fine. When I am, now I'm just going to draw the sides up, I'm running out of paper, but it's fine. All you're doing then, compass, sharp point, pencil where they intersect with my straight line, and same on this side, sharp point, pencil, and then I can join that as well. All right, so that is just a very quick way to show you how to do a pentagon, hexagon, and an octagon.